My name is Dilip. I'm a second-year student at Columbia Business School. I'm also the co-founder of ShareBite, which is a food ordering marketplace with a social impact mission. So yes, ShareBite is it's a food ordering marketplace. It's just like a Seamless, except we have a social impact component to it. For every order that you place on ShareBite, we donate 2 meals to food insecure families with hungry children at no cost to you. And we also understand that our users have different things that they're passionate about. So if there's another cause or charity that our users like, they can actually go in and choose their own charity from over 1 million different charities that we have. And they can choose to donate 2% of their total order every time that they order going forward. And it's all at no cost to them. I came to Columbia Business School after having gone through a very life-changing experience. Back in 2014, I was hit by a car while crossing the street, and after surviving that and kind of reassessing life and really thinking about what have I really done, what problem have I really solved. I remember I had done some volunteer work through my old firm with City Harvest, and I remember thinking a lot about how can the second richest, or one of the richest cities in the world also be home to, roughly 500,000 children that face hunger every single day. And, it's a devastating statistic. So after the accident, and, I came close to losing my life at that time, but having recovered, I told myself that I'd dedicate, my time and kind of my career, whether it's contributing or helping solve a problem. This is one of the things that I wanted to solve. It's a solvable problem. I read a statistic the other day about 50% of the food in this country goes to waste. So when you have food that's also going to waste and people facing hunger in the country, let alone New York City, there's a mismatch, and it's clearly a solvable one. And we think a lot about kind of in the current state of affairs about immigrants and kind of the contributions to society, American society at that. I'm an immigrant, and my co-founders are children of immigrants, and this is the only country in the world where people like us can go to school, be accomplished individuals in our own careers, and come together and try to solve a real world problem. And we consider ourselves truly privileged to work on a venture like ShareBite that's really helping solve real world problems. At the core of, we could be in any business, but we did realize the more work that we did with ShareBite, we realized that there's a lot of economics there that we can leverage that to help the private sector undertake the burden of social good. And that alignment of incentives is really what ShareBite really is. Another thing that we realized was there's a paradigm shift in the way that companies and individuals are really starting to think about corporate social responsibility or just giving back to the community. And there's a lot of startups that are, or maybe not even startups today, but companies like Warby Parker or Tom's Shoes that really helped kind of make that category into something big. We'd like to think of ourselves as that category leader in the food delivery space. Being in New York City, which is the largest food delivery market in the country, we realize that there's a unique opportunity for us to leverage the New York City ecosystem and the Columbia University ecosystem to be able to take what we've done and leverage it and scale it to be able to solve one problem or multiple problems going forward.